Welcome to my Shitty Craft Club. So I've seen a lot of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal videos going around, and obviously it looked really fun. So I decided to get a group together, and I found 7 other girls who are willing to go ahead and do the traveling journal with me. One being my sister-in-law and another friend I have, and then 5 are new friends I'm going to get to know. And really excited to get this started. This is the cover of the journal that I'm doing. I've had a couple of the stickers already fall off, but that's okay. And this is the check-in page that I made. I'm an English major, so I thought it was funny to put Holly et al. As the author. You know, et al. Meaning and others, of course, right? Because I'm not the only one who's going to be making this journal. And I have a little Easter egg here of the panda. If you're paying close attention when you get my journal, you know, when my sisters get my journal, he's scratching his little bum, and then when he turns around and realizes, oh, there's somebody looking at me and is embarrassed. And then over here, I've made a This Journal Belongs To page. I did this in Procreate. And then I made a table of contents because I wanted to know what sister made what page. And then I did a letter so that when each sister gets my journal, they can open it up, read it, get a little bit of a lay of the land. And then, you know, this is my family, my little family. I have 3 cats. My husband requested that I crochet him a little mini version of each of our cats. So, you know, he took a photo of each of them with their little crochet mini-me's. And this is the day we adopted Izzy. We adopted her in 2020, so that's why we have the masks on. And then, you know, here's my husband again, Victor and me. That's us at a Hornets basketball game because, you know, we unfortunately are tortured fans of, you know, teams that just never seems to do particularly well. You know, hey, but this season's going to be different, right, guys? And then here's a spread of a few of my favorite things. So obviously, I like cats, lifelong cat lover, and I like cozy video games. Everyone's played Stardew Valley. If you like those kinds of games, right? Just don't have it in me for the stressful video games anymore, right? I've always loved Winnie the Pooh and cute things like Hello Kitty, My Melody. I loved the My Melody and Chromie anime that came out on Netflix. That was so cute. I collect Pokemon with my husband, and I like Tamagotchis. Those are fun. I got into surprise boxes. I've always liked mystery boxes, but I got into the surprise boxes at Pop Mart and definitely got into the Labubu's for a little bit there. And Lush, obviously. Squishmallows. And then this page was inspired by somebody on TikTok, and I think her name is Tiny Tan. She had a really cool, like, spinning record that she made. Hers is a little bit more intricate than mine is, but I've managed to get, you know, something of a version of what she did going on. And to go with that, I printed out some little cassette tapes so that the sisters can write down their favorite songs, and I can make a little playlist when it comes back of the sisters' favorite songs, you know? And on this side, I put my favorite records, Silk Sonic, Bad Bunny, Chappell Roan, Selena, a bunch of other records. Let's see, I had a hard time narrowing it down. I think I had more like 20 records, and I was like, let's go to 12, you know? And then on this page, I did a combo because I had too many ideas, right? So I was like, let's do a combo sticker drum, take a sticker, leave a sticker. And I went ahead and did that. And then here, for this spread, I did a reading list. I really like to read. Obviously, that's why I was an English major. And for mine, I did a currently reading list, and I'm always reading a lot of books. And there can be some creative license with this if someone wants to put their TBR or never reading again list or whatever they creatively come up with is completely fine. And then here, for this spread, I made a little art gallery because I have a lot of random stickers and little prints from artists that I like because I'm really into illustrative art. So I thought it would be fun to make a spread with all of that. My favorite artist is Wikala. I think I'm saying her name correctly. Not particularly sure. I know I had looked her name up, how to say her name up correctly at one point, but my memory is terrible. It goes along with the Meniere's disease that I have. On this spread, I wanted to do something inspired by the Littlest Pet Shop. I don't know if you had those toys when you were little, but they were big when I was. Just very bright colored pet toys, little plastic pet toys. And I put my 3 pets here, Izzy, Tansy, and Pepe. And then for this spread, I wanted to do like a yearbook inspired spread. It's the Sisterhood yearbook for 25 to 26. And I thought it would be fun to do voted most likely and then quotes. So again, like I said, I have Meniere's disease, so I have terrible hearing. And I put myself as voted most likely to not hear what you just said. And then my quote is, sorry, what did you just say? And then for this spread, I made crane games in Procreate. And I thought it would be fun to just put in what you might like to win at a crane game and then decorate it a little bit. Me and my husband love crane games. I thought crane games were something that you couldn't even really win before I met him, but now I pretty much always come home with something. And then for my last spread, I did the washi library, which I think a lot of people are doing. I've seen a lot of them, but I love books and I love this idea, so I had to do one too. And then the last thing I have for my sisters is I made everyone a little bookmark. Again, I love books, and I also love to crochet, so that's what I have for my sisters. And I'm going to send this off to my friend Melissa, and I should be getting Amanda soon because she's already sent hers off and given me tracking, so I'm very excited to get that. And if you're looking for a group, because I know some people are having a hard time finding one, I do have a Discord for people to be able to try and set up groups, and there is another one that's getting ready to go in December, and if you are trying to form one, my Discord's made to be able to do that, so go ahead and check it out. I'll leave a link in the comments.